learning how to control my day and prioritizing what I want to get done and taking care of myself as a person has not been an easy thing for me to learn. As a mother, as an entrepreneur, life is busy and it is so easy to get caught up in all of the things that I have to do during the day because that list is never ending between work and clients and laundry and picking kids up from school and taking them to jujitsu and making dinner and taking care of dogs and laundry and chores and you name it. Like the day doesn't stop. And I used to let that to-do list guide me and pull me around, and it kind of just ran over my life because it would get to the point where Monday through Friday during the work week, it's go, 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 go between getting kids to school and then working during the day. And then you have dinner and evening routine. And then you crash into bed at night because I'm exhausted and then getting up and doing it all over again. And then the weekends were filled with all of the things that I couldn't get done during the work week, which was laundry and grocery shopping and prepping for the week and anything that I had needed to get caught up on. And so I was stressed out. I was overwhelmed. I never felt like I did anything fun or for myself or anything that I wanted to do. And then because of that, I was angry and I was resentful. And then I never spent quality time with my kids. I never spent quality time with my husband. And then I was mad about that because I wanted to be spending time with them, and yet I felt like I can't because there were all these things to do. And so I found myself in this cycle of living this life and not at all being happy, feeling like my day was controlling me and I had no control over my day. And the sense of overwhelm, the anxiety, the anger, it all started to build and build and build. And it was hurting my relationships, it was hurting my family, and I got to the point where I was just like, I cannot keep living like this. This is not what I want for my life, and I need to do something about it. I need to get some control over this because the only person who can change it is me. And so I started there with just this awareness of feeling like life was overwhelming. And so the first thing I started to do was trying to simplify my life in every area. So that meant simplifying my home, simplifying my laundry, simplifying my grocery shopping, simplifying the clutter in my house. So I actually decluttered. I got rid of a ton of stuff. I put effort into creating more organized systems, not just so I could contain a bunch of crap that I didn't need, but so that we had systems that were set up in place that really worked with just like a daily habit and a routine. Not having all the laundry pile up on the weekend and then having to do 10 loads, but really finding a way to stay up on it, or that way when I was doing the laundry, it was getting done efficiently, it was getting washed and dried and folded and put away, instead of washed 4 times because I always forgot to take it out of the washer, and then dried and then never folded. All of these things were sucking the life out of me. And so I decided to take control over that, buying groceries online, saving myself from going to the grocery store and wasting 2 hours of my weekend buying groceries when I could just sit on the couch and do it online and then, save my time in that aspect. So, step 1 was really figuring out a system over the overwhelm and looking at every area of my life in order to think, what can I cut back on? How can I make this easier? How can I make this simpler? How can I narrow down? And then the other side of it was really sitting down and thinking about how I wanted to spend my day, how I wanted to spend my time. What did I enjoy doing? So when I got into a weekend, my goal was that I could spend the weekend doing what I wanted to do and not doing what I felt like I had to do or what I was supposed to do. So if that meant reading a book or playing a game or going to a coffee shop with my kids or going to the park or going to a movie or going somewhere for the weekend. I wanted to have that control and prioritize having fun and resting and doing activities that really energized me and filled me up instead of always draining my reserves. And this also gave our family more time back. It gave me and my husband more quality time back. It gave me and my kids more quality time back. So then the weekends became fun and they became relaxing instead of something where I felt like I had to do chores and I had to work and I had to catch up. And those things were taking me away from living the life that I wanted to live. So it was not an overnight change. I mean, this whole process has probably taken at least 2 or 3 years of just slowly refining it. But those two mentalities of what can I simplify, and then what do I want to make sure that I do today, even if it's just a list of, okay, today's Saturday. Today I want to make sure I watch a movie, or today I want to make sure that I color with my daughter, or today I want to make sure that I try out this new recipe. Just picking one thing that I wanted to do that I made sure I got done instead of letting all of the other chores override that. So in the process of changing my mindset and changing those habits and taking action, because that was really the big thing, was I had to think about my time differently, but then I had to change my habits in order to effectively implement change in a lasting and healthy way. But I was tired of the overwhelm, and I was tired of the stress, and I was tired of the anger and the resentment and the bitterness. And I said, no more. No more will this define me or my life. And so those changes have given me back my life, and they have given me back my family.